We are here in the museum and we are learning 2 new facts about some soldiers.
This one, okay, I think it's 1950s or 1960s. Obviously, you can see it's very different to what planes we have today. So it's very cool to see what planes look like before we have the big planes we have today.
These are also the other aircrafts that have been used in the 1950s. This is the Royal Navy helicopter 4v4 used in the First World War casualties. This is one of the missiles used in the World War II. These are probably some old army cars that have been used in the war.
This is a crashed Aria Nimrod. I think it's a plane or something that flies, but it must have been crashed during the war because obviously all the things that were happening probably fall, or maybe something was bombing here and it's obviously it's cool to see history and you can see inside it. And I think it would be quite intimidating to be inside one of those because like if it's during the war you can see all these buttons and everything. It must be quite intimidating.
This is an interesting fact. Royal Army Ford Nimrod. This is the home security room led by soldiers in the World War II.
This is the bunkers that people were hiding in from the German bombers and during the Blitzkrieg. This is the shops that were used during the 1950s, and there's a lot of companies that are still used today like Persil, Lions and Nestle actually. Blitz, where the Blitzkrieg stuff was. So they would guide their weapons at home and the soldiers would keep the window down. There's a gun actually pointing out somewhere, and all around us is when the Blitzkrieg goes around and people being blitzed and what the life was like. If you look in there, there's actually some children under a bomb shelter, which would have been to protect them when those bombings would be able to keep them safe. And it's really cool, it's a bit scary to see. If you live in during war, it must be really scary, especially if you're a child, you have to live through all that. It must be pretty, it gives you really bad PTSD to be honest.
These are the soldiers that have been trying really hard to fight in the World War II. This plane is 85 years old and the paint you see is an original paint. This train you see here is the small version of the version train.
So basically there used to be a thing called Hello Girls, right? Yeah. So what it used to do, because women couldn't fight a war, so back there, I know I watched a lot of horrible histories, there used to be a thing called Hello Girls. So say you wanted to call, you're in England and you wanted to call someone in Africa, you'd have to go to the African Trade Association to place a call to say your cousin. So you need to ask the woman that would live there, that would work there, because it was only fit for women. They would have to connect the cable to that specific place. So because it was only fit for women, they used to work in both of us, but men couldn't work because men were apparently they were too high and mighty to be able to work with things like that. So they used to use like big switchboards and like put the cables in the right place.
That's interesting. So that was during which?
It was near the Second World War.
Second World War.
When phones were more prominent.
So this woman was just using as a switchboard.
Yeah.
Interesting.
This tank was used to carry petrol for the aircrafts in the war in 1944. This aircraft was used to rescue people during the war. It's fascinating to see how people were rescued back then.
This is inside the helicopter that was used to rescue some people.
So the famous carbine that we all know today, the Rolls Royce, actually made the company made this plane. And the inside looks very uncomfortable. If you move into the chairs, you can see how like they're made out of like I don't know what material it is, but it looks like it could fall really easily. It doesn't look strong. So when you're flying like in war or you're trying to get to a certain place, it looks like it could be like really unsafe. That's why I'm guessing like healthcare was being like very like skyrocketed back then because it looked very difficult to be in this kind of situation.
This is a small version of the military marine that helps the planes land. These are some bullets and weapons that were used during the World War II.
So, how are you doing? Are you driving a...
Benji? Mom? far away. And we go all the way.
That I work so hard, and you know that I do this all the time. So you know that I should do this. Yeah, yo, yeah, yeah. You know that I'm here by myself, man. So you know that I shouldn't be here. Fine, you know that I'm doing this every day. So you know that I'm fine. So you know that I'm fine, cause you don't know that I'm the world. Because you know that I can do the fun myself, cause you know that I do this all the time.
This is my plan. I'm gonna fly far away. I'm gonna fly all the way to Spain. I'm not gonna feel no pain. This is my plan. This is my plan. I'm gonna fly far away. I'm gonna fly all the way to Spain. I'm not gonna feel any pain. This is my plan. This is my plan. It's not your plan. It's not your plan. No, it's not. It's not your plane. This is my plane. No, it's not.
Look out.
This is my plane. This is my plane. This is my plane. No, it's not. Far away. No, you're not all the way to Spain. No, you're not gonna feel anything. This is my plane. This is my plane.